Actor Philip Salvador, former Senator Bam Aquino, and Congressman Rodante Marcoleta. These are the three new names that have entered the Magic 12. At least that's according to the latest Pulse Asia survey conducted between March 23 and 29 among 2,400 respondents with an error margin of plus minus 2%. Out of the 64 senatorial candidates, 16 have a chance of winning. There's still re-electionist Senator Bongo at the top spot, with Congressman Erwin Tulfo and Senator Bato de la Rosa tied at the second and third spots. Other bets in the probable winners are a mix of old-timers and newcomers: Tito Soto, Pia Cayetano, Bong Revilla, Ping Lacson, Willie Revillame, Ben Tulfo, Abi Binay, Lito Lapid, and Manny Pacquiao and Camille Villar as well. Here's Pulse Asia President Ronald Holmes explaining the performance of administration candidates and the possibility of a sympathy surge among voters for the bets of former President Duterte.
Bumaba yung pitong kandidato ng administrasyon kung iahambing doon sa kanilang suporta ng Pebrero rin. Erwin Tulfo, si Tito Soto, si Bong Revilla, si Lito Lapid, si Manny Pacquiao at si Camille Villar. All of them declined in terms of voting support. Statistically significant, no? Ang pagbaba. Well, question ng sympathy, no? Sa akin, mahirap sukatin yung simpatya sa particular na grupo, no, yung sa Dutertes. Ang masasabi natin dito, maaring nagsusolidify yung base nila. Dati-dati ay maaring passive yung base at ang pinipili nila ay ilang kandidato, halo-halo. Ngayon ay dahil sa kaganapan na yon ay parang binibitawan na nila yung kanilang suporta sa ilang kandidato, hindi nila nakikita na kaalyado nila.
When compared to the latest Okta research survey, the Pulse Asia's list is also almost similar. However, there are a few differences in rankings and one or two names missing in the Magic 12. For their survey, Okta President Ranjit Rai says the battle is no longer in the top 9.
Talaga nagiging mahigpit yung laban, lalo na dun sa 10, 11, 12, no? Slots, no? And you'll notice dun medyo malaking istorya. We have the big stories, really, Bam Aquino and Kiko Pangilinan, at least in the Okta survey, is poised, no, to get into the top 12, or statistically are in the top 12, and have a good chance of getting into the straight 12.
And let me now bring in Professor Dennis Coronacion, Chair of the UST Department of Political Science. Good evening to you, Professor, and what do you make of the recent surveys of Pulse Asia and Okta?
Hi, good evening, Ma'am Ses. Good evening also to your viewers. As we draw closer to the May 2025 elections, the list gets more interesting because we can see old and new patterns, in the surveys, and making it quite unpredictable. All right, so we thought all the while, before the March 2025 surveys, we thought that, for instance, we thought that Congressman Erwin Tulfo, is going to stay on the top of the surveys. But he was removed there by Senator Bongo, who has, I think, stayed there for 2 months already, or almost 2 months. And the possibility that he's going to be on top is very likely until the May 12 elections.
And then you have Ipe and Congressman Marcoleta now appearing in the Magic 12, although it's kind of tight. There's about 6 candidates battling for that position, though.
That's right. These two opposition senators, or PDP Laban senatorial candidates, have made it to the Magic 12. This is unprecedented, I would say, because they were never, I think, if I'm not mistaken, especially senatorial candidate Marcoleta, was nowhere to be found in the Magic 12 in the past few months. But now he has made it. And they are the big gainers, I would say. And although Pulse Asia President Ronald Holmes said that it's quite hard, to measure sympathy votes or sympathy for the Duterte allies and the former president himself. I think it's quite obvious that considering the coincidence, um, these big gainers had achieved their current position right after, the arrest of the former president. And this never happened before in the past surveys, except of course in the case of Senator Bongo. I think he was already on the number one position in the Okta survey uh,
Right.
of- in February.
Prof, um, do you think this will carry over? Do you see this carrying over for the next month, the next survey results, and until election day? That more
Yes,
PDP Laban candidates will make it into the Magic 12?
yes, I think so because uh, you know um, the issue regarding the arrest of the former president has already turned into an election issue. And it's not just an ordinary issue because it appears that it has trumped all other election issues. So I think the Duterte allies are benefiting from this surge of sympathy for the former president. And if since this has been happening for I think 2 months now, oh yeah, right after the arrest of the president, the former president. So this might carry out until the May 12 elections. This
Well,
might be carried over rather.
you use the word unusual, and I guess unusual also that because this is a midterm election, and usually it's the administration bets who hold the advantage. What do you say about this? Or could the numbers still change once the elections come and the administration will use its machinery to deliver the votes for its bets?
Well, yes, there's a possibility that the names in the list, in the Magic 12 list, will still change because surveys can change over time, and that there are a number of factors that surveys have not taken into account to, like political
Yeah.
machineries, resources, and so on and so forth. But then again, I think if ever there's going to be a change, owing to the scientific character of surveys, I think there will be less change that's going to happen. And I agree with the Pulse Asia survey, Pulse Asia president, saying that if there's going to be significant changes, it would be from the number 10 position up to the number 12 position.
What about the entry of Bam Aquino, another surprise in the Magic 12?
Well, Bam Aquino is another gainer, in this latest survey. But I'm not quite surprised by his inclusion in the Magic 12 because slowly I think he has turned his numbers in his favor. I think right after the filing of the certificate of candidacies, he was very far from the Magic 12. And that slowly he has consolidated his political base. He has intensified and modified his campaign strategy, focusing now on his past achievements as a senator, as a former senator. So I think that kind of messaging and his modified strategy have been working well for him.
But it doesn't seem to be working for Kiko Pangilinan.
Well, that's right, because it's not in the Magic 12. And I don't know, perhaps I can be attributed to so many factors. One is that, of course, former Senator Kiko Pangilinan has his own messaging. He doesn't want to be caught in this conflict between the Duterte between Duterte and the BBM administration, So he has his own way of campaigning, and that's why I think that's one of the reasons why both former LP senators are either in the bottom end of the Magic 12, or if not outside the Magic 12.
It was also mentioned that those who are sympathizing with the Duterte camp may be junking, maybe just voting for a few candidates and not filling up the ballot.
Well, yes, that's possible since there are studies that have proven that kind of voting behavior among the Filipinos, that they don't really complete, that they don't fill out the entire ballot. I mean, then they do not complete the entire list of 12 senators. I remember coming across a study saying that we are for this upcoming 2025 elections, there is a good possibility that Filipino voters would only vote up to 9 senators only.
That's actually quite a lot already.
Yes, but that's going to affect those candidates who have ranked from between number 11 up to number 12, 10, 11, 12. So that's not
Finally,
good news for them.
finally, Prof, any surprises that may still crop up before Election Day?
Well, we expect that if the Duterte allies are going to sustain, the issue, it will continue the conflict between the BBM administration and the Duterte family, as well as sustain whatever benefit they can get from the arrest of the former president. I think there might be some other names that might be included in the Magic 12 from the PDP Laban senatorial slate.
All right, well, thank you so much for your time, UST Professor Dennis Coronacion.
Bilang